On today's episode of WatchJRGo, it's one of those days where I worked from sunup to sundown, well beyond sundown, and a lot got done, and I'm going to show it all to you now. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, we are starting out here in the garage where nothing has changed at the house, but inside a few things have changed. The first one is the entire house smells like gas because there was a very large gas leak, and the gas leak was us opening the valve to test it. Sometimes you gotta do that. Your house shouldn't explode. It's just a thing you can do. So up here in the kitchen, everything is finished. Everything except for one hole for this outlet, but this doesn't need to be finished for any real reason. Basically, the outlet got overcut and it's off by a bit, so we got a new piece of basically a veneer to reskin the back of the cabinet and cover up the outlet miss up there in the top, and then the door can go on. Obviously, it's tricky when you're putting tons of outlets in the cabinets for all of the under cabinet lighting and the toe kick lighting, but those are the things that really tie custom houses together. So a lot of work has been done to get the outlets in every single cabinet around here almost. It's not really that bad. It's that one, and then that outlet powers all of those. And then there's upper and lower outlets to power all the lights throughout all these cabinets. So obviously there's a lot of power, but it's not crazy. It's like 4 or 5 outlets had to be cut in to the cabinets. Oh, and if you didn't notice, the island is put together, mounted to the floor with cleats, and of course the, I don't know what you call this, the little bridge with the posts that make it look cool. Those have 2x4s that are mounted to the floor, and then that's all shot in and, you know, Brad nailed into those so that the island can never move. And we will have countertops 2 days from now. And honestly, that's about 24 hours from now in real time. So very, very soon, this is gonna look like a kitchen, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Now, while I was working on a bunch of stuff in the basement today, Eric was up here and caulked in all of the baseboards, and it's incredible. Everything looks so nice once it's all caulked in. So you can see that's what trim edges should look like, and then you can see all the nail holes I filled. Those still need touch-up paint. So soon, I will paint that. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, but hopefully by the end of the week, I have all of this painted. The paint on the trim is literally the last thing that I need to get my couch in here and basically be completely done with everything. It's literally just paint. Eric's gonna build a little box around that outlet, and that needs caulked in, and the touch-up paint, but that's it. That's really it. He finished the bedroom today. I mean, he was over here just crushing it, getting the base anytime the base didn't completely touch the floor, all that had to be done. This looks incredible. This is honestly my first time seeing it too. You guys are seeing it with me, but this house is trimmed out. The whole upstairs is trimmed out. Look at the hallways. Everything is trimmed out, and you know, the only thing that's left is this. This will be a bifold door that's still heading off to get stained. It's red oak like all the other doors. So, you know, door casing, but other than that, it's all completely finished. That one's pretty low priority too. I do not care if that gets done. I don't need a bifold door to close off a washing machine. You won't be able to, you know, affect the sound level from it. It's a bifold door. It's not that good. So we also, yesterday, due to some errors by not me, somebody decided to throw some hammers through this wall right here, and they destroyed my stairs. And all the sheetrock, of course, we've seen that it's all out of the basement, but they did destroy this. So yesterday we had to cut this piece, and as you can tell, the sheetrock finishers have been here putting in work today, and it's already mudded and taped in, and of course it probably has 3 more days of finishing before this is actually done, because they'll coat it, sand it, and then finish her off. Down here, I did this yesterday. We got our vanity built, so it's another North Point cabinet. I know, gray, boring, but my plan was to have a concrete gray and concrete bathroom. If you guys didn't know, this is how they prototyped the B-2 stealth bomber. That they took this drawing from me about 30 years ago, and boom, now it flies. I haven't tried throwing this piece of sheetrock, but I can only assume it'll go really far, really fast, and you won't be able to see it. So it's got that going for it. Just now, I'm gonna bring you guys in. Sorry about the light. let's just take a light with us. We got the Herc. We got the Herc right here, and this thing is incredible. We use this all the time. You know the coolest thing about this light? First, it's cheap because it's Harbor Freight, right? So it's cheaper than most of the other brands, the yellow and reds. It's incredible. It runs for just insane amounts of time. But what I do is when I'm working in the attic, I just set it at the edge by the stairs and it lights the entire attic. This house is 50 plus, 50, 60 foot long, something like that. And it lights up the whole thing. So it's really incredible. You might need a spotlight, but at least you can see where you're going. Over here in this bedroom, you can see I got insulation back up, stapled in with my new Milwaukee stapler. I had a use for it. So that's cool. And I also, these windows, they only framed in the pressure treated stuff. So I had to rip every single one of these 2x4s and frame in the window myself. And then patch in all the insulation where they bolted the window wells, those concrete precast wells in. So now that's all patched up. We had to fix all the electrical. There was literally a wire nutted open junction in the wall right there. So all of that got rewired and it will all be completely rewired shortly with lights in the ceiling. We're fixing the whole house. You guys know me and my hatred of lamps. I couldn't hate lamps more. All lights should be in the ceiling. And in that room over there, I'm thinking I'm gonna do 4 of those 4-inch cubes and a fan. I know it's overkill, but you know I don't know how to stop. Now Dave was here early this morning after I got back from Lowe's picking up mud and corner bead for him, and he has basically got this bathroom ready to rock. I think he actually has 2 coats on in here. He's running 2 giant fans and a space heater and just pumping the heat in here, and the fans are getting the moisture out of everything. So the mud's going on pretty thick anywhere it needs it. And he said he could have this bathroom done tomorrow, but the reality is it'll probably be 2 days from now after the ceiling's textured. It's getting the same knockdown texture and a lot of finishing. This is waiting on the body jets, so I can't close it in, but also the onyx comes all the way out to right here on my foot, so we don't need him to finish any of this. I actually don't even know why he taped these in, but the ceiling had to get taped in, so I'm not complaining. He knew what the plan was, so if he wanted to tape it in, who cares? It looks nice when they're taped in. Over here, I'm ripping 2x4s again and doing another window well finish. So I gotta bring all these out. I gotta box in the window basically, step it back out to the original 2x4 depth, and then we're gonna sheetrock them and return the sheetrock into the window so it all looks really nice. That's basically the goal here. So I got to get all that finished out to the point where you can just put 1 more ½ inch on and then finish and it's ready to rock. It'll still probably need like quarter round or something. I don't know what, but you got to put something in there to really finish those out, and that's on the list. Obviously Gabe's in the middle of scraping the ceiling. Hopefully that's done soon. If not, I'm doing it tomorrow. It's got to get done because Dave's here and I want him to finish all of the ceilings. Like I said, we just decided, let's finish the basement. Let's get the whole thing done. Let's shut this light off now. If we can get this entire house done, all the rock back in, at least those 2 bedrooms, so I have places to put things as I move in, it would be a godsend. So I am cranking as fast as I can right now, literally all day long. You can definitely tell that there was open gas in here for a bit because we opened our gas meter back up, which has been off forever. We had the gas valve shut off, and for some reason we'd open the valve and then the regulator was slamming shut. And we did it and we slammed shut again, and then I closed the valve again, opened the valve again, and now it's working correctly and it's holding pressure perfectly and everything's back to where it needed to be supplied. So we have 1 more gas pipe. We need 1 more 30-inch piece, something like that. I don't remember the measurement. We wrote it down. 1 more 30-inch piece, a ½ inch pipe, and the heater is hooked up, except for the combustion gas vent, but that's on the list. And speaking of except for the combustion gas vent, the water heater's hooked up. So Brad and I plumbed this in here. We went ahead to rent our 3/4 over to and from the manifolds. And I know you guys saw all the work we did over here to get the water to the showers, the massive 3/4 lines to the showers because they flow over 10 gallons a minute if you need them to. And we also have all of our plumbing done for the upstairs vanities and vents, all tied back into the stack. And we're basically done there, ready to support everything that's left in the ceiling. When I bought this house, nothing was supported. None of the wires were supported, none of the pipes were supported. A few things. The gas line had like 1 strap on it. We're going through, obviously, and fixing all of that because the The wires need bundled, they need to look good. The pipes need bundled, they need to look good. You really have to make all this stuff look nice when you're finished, because that's an obvious sign of good workmanship. So we have to take it there. We gotta go all the way. I don't need it to move in, but eventually I'll spend a day in here and clean everything. I'm gonna wipe down every pipe. I'm gonna make it all look nice. It's going to be very clean in the mechanical room. The water heater was the biggest project of the day. We finally have gas to it. We take this 1.5 inches down to our 3/4 right there with that bushing, and we've got gas valves for everything. And we had to make all of this pipe. We hand threaded the 3/4 down here in the basement with the old rigid pipe threader. And we also have the gas fireplace hooked back up with a valve. We haven't tested that yet, but it's also not a priority at all. They just had cut the line off and abandoned it, and I have to put that back. So all I have left to use the heater and the water heater is running my PVC up this chase right here, and then splitting it out and sticking it out the roof. So I got a lot of work to do on the roof. 4 holes, 4 flashes. Obviously that's not exactly fun, but you gotta do it. So I will be doing that here in the next like 2 or 3 days so that we're finished with all of this and I can button it up. But don't worry, we had this thing running a minute ago and it was ripping. We were cranking out 120-degree water ultra fast and just venting it into the basement because, you know, it was on for 2 minutes. So you can do that. You guys don't be scared of stuff like this. Maybe, you know, open a window. That's probably always your solution. But you guys have seen plenty of videos of all the plumbers. You know, there's no pressure on natural gas, right? It's I want to say it's 6 pounds, but it's not. It's less. It's 6 inches of water column or something like that. You can just take out a pipe, put your thumb over it, and change out a valve or a fitting, and then put it all back together. You don't even have to shut it off outside. Some places you can't shut it off outside without causing problems or raising eyebrows. So stop being scared of everything. You can leak some gas into your house and no one's getting hurt. I can tell you that. And we leaked a lot today. More than you normally would, changing everything. But anyway, we are down to the finish line on all of it. It's all at like 90%, getting really close to our 95, and very soon after we hit the 95, it'll all just be done, and I cannot wait. Everything's a roadblock that's in the way of the next project, and today, framing out these windows was a big deal. That had to get done, and I'm very happy it did. I mean, this room is almost finished. The only thing left is I gotta go get oil-based paint, I guess. Sheetrock guys said if I do anything but oil-based paint, all this trash is gonna bleed through. So he's like, you need to go paint the ceiling. All of that's wallpaper, so I have to de-wallpaper all that weird yellow. And also, what else? Cut up half of the ceiling out and put in lights. That's it. So we're getting close, and with that said, we're out of here today. It's been a long day. I'm sorry, I should have shot a bunch of it. It would have been fun to shoot the parts of me and my dad working, but also super boring because it's just measure, fit, measure, dry fit, you know, and then finally Teflon tape and T2 putty on there, you know, pipe dope after the Teflon and screw it all together. It's just gas line. It's not rocket surgery. So unfortunately, we recorded none of the work today. It's just been a really long day. But with that said, that's your update on the house. All this is done too. It's incredible. I'm so excited. That means all I have to do is do the touch-up paint, and I'm gonna move my office over here. My office, unfortunately, since the basement's not done, is going in the living room for now. I hate to move it twice, but I'm also very ready to get over here. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. What was this Ryan Reynolds movie that Netflix automatically played? They were over here watching kids movies, and then all of a sudden it was this. Well, that's my to-do list. Pressure test the fireplace. That one's pretty important. Obviously the valves are closed for now. And clean the entire kitchen out really quickly because the next day it's time to cover all this up. And if I don't, well, I'll probably never find all the stuff that's in the cabinets. It'll just be in there forever. Time to push the button. Let's roll.